him.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Oh my God, it is time for the only news that matters on Kiss Wednesday. All right, in a new interview with the Archives of B-Socks, Ace Frehley was asked what keeps him going as a recording artist and performing after all these years. He said, "I've been playing guitar 60 years. I started when I was 13. I'm 73. Professionally, I've been playing for around 60. I really enjoy performing. I get so much pleasure out of making people happy. And when I perform, I get a good audience response. It makes my day. Plus, for an hour and a half, I give my fans a treat to see me perform live without any backing tracks or any of that nonsense that other people I've worked in the past have used. Gee, I wonder who he's talking about." He says, "No names, and I just get out there and kick ass. And I've got a great band. I got Scott Coogan on drums, great drummer. Jeremy Asbrock on lead guitar vocals, that guy's awesome too. And Ryan Cook on bass, awesome as well. And the four of us just kick ass. I say the three of you kick ass. We do stuff, Frehley's Common stuff, and we do Kiss stuff. It's all well-rounded, you know, and I think the fans will be pleasantly surprised. I've seen the set list. I'm not surprised." Anyway, the original Kiss guitarist is continuing to tour in support of his latest masterpiece of shit, 10,000 Volts, which was released in February, and the LP was produced by Ace and Steve Brown, the Trickster. Frehley recently revealed that his next release will be a third Origins volume covering songs by artists who influenced him. He will once again work with Brown on that project. Damn! Which is, it's due in 2025. Frehley, who co-founded Kiss in 1973, left Kiss twice, in 1982 and again in 2002. When all four original Kiss members released solo records in September of 1978, Ace's LP was the most successful, yielding the top 20 single, New York Groove. Well, yes, Ace Frehley's album had the only hit out of all four, but according to Gene Simmons, his album sold more than Ace's. Now I know, I think the Ace Frehley, not only do I think the Ace Frehley solo album is better than the other three solo albums, I also think the Ace Frehley solo album is the greatest album to have the Kiss logo on it. That shows you how much I love that album. But I can believe if Gene sold more. Gene says it sold more, and I can believe it because of the album cover. A lot of people, man, they listen to music with their eyes. So there you go, and I think that's why that album probably sold the most. Now, since 1987, I have never missed any show that Ace Frehley was on when he came down to South Florida. I saw the Frehley's Comet tour. I didn't see him during Second Sighting of Trouble Walking. He didn't come down for those tours. But after that, I saw a bunch of solo shows he did before the Kiss reunion. And of course, I saw the Kiss reunion with him with Kiss. And then after, I kept seeing Ace Frehley solo. And the last time I saw him solo was, 2 years ago or so. He was opening for Alice Cooper, and it was not bad. He wasn't bad. I heard he played a lot of crappy shows on that tour. I caught a good show, So now he's coming back in Dania, and this is the first time since 1987 that I'm not going to go. I'm not going, you know. I've seen enough footage of him lately. You know, I know there's been reports where he's doing, you know, good shows and stuff. But man, I look at that set list and I just think to myself, come on, man. Really? I mean, I've seen Ace play these songs every freaking time I've seen him. And even worse, he does like, you know, these Kiss songs I don't want to hear. Love Gun, Detroit Rock City, Rock and Roll Night, Shout Out Loud, what have you. I don't want to hear those songs. I want to hear Into the Night. Man, that's one he hasn't played since the 80s. Into the Night's one of my favorite Ace Frehley songs. You know, I know a lot of people wouldn't want Lost in Limbo, but that's my favorite Ace Frehley solo song after, you know, starting with the Frehley's Comet album. And that last album is so bad. And I believe he's playing Cherry Medicine off that album. I ain't going to go pay to see Ace to do Cherry Medicine. And I have been watching some footage of him online. And man, there's one part of the show, I couldn't believe this, man. Two things that he did I couldn't believe. I'd be so pissed if I paid to see this. Is that I saw footage of them playing Escape from the Island. That awesome instrumental off The Elder that I'd pay big bucks to see Ace do that. But he didn't. He left the stage and his band played it. How lame is that? Jeez. And then I saw other footage of him playing Speeding Back to My Baby while his guitar player sings it. Not him. Oh man, if I paid money to see that, seriously, I'd be pissed. I'd walk outside and go up to his tour bus and piss all over that tour bus's handle. Seriously, I would do that. I would leave the concert. And before I get in my car and go home, I will go up to his tour bus and piss on the handle that they use to open the tour bus door. I would do that. And that's why I'm not going to this show he's playing near me in Dania. Because what if I do go to the show and he pulls these shenanigans, you know, live? I know I will end up going out, take out my penis, and piss all over that tour bus's handle. And then a cop will catch me in decent exposure and I go to jail because Ace Frehley played a crappy show. That's why I'm not going. And no disrespect to Steve Brown. Look, Steve Brown, when I did the review here on YouTube of 10,000 Volts, I wasn't kind to it. And Steve Brown left a comment very respectful, saying, hey, sorry you couldn't get into it. Whatever. You know? Nice guy. And I don't mean no offense by this, but I don't want him working with Ace anymore. Stop that. You know, what are you going to make Ace do? The fucking Give It To Me Good by Trickster? Come on, man. I don't trust you, man. I won't trust your cover, your you know, I can totally see Steve Brown say, hey, Ace, do the Sammy Hagar Belcher song. I can see that happening. Get Steve Brown. Look, you're a nice guy, Steve. Just please get away from Ace Frehley. He was doing so great before you showed up. I love Spaceman. I love Space Invader even more. I had no problem with him. And I did enjoy Origin 2 more than 1. So let me enjoy Origin 3 too. Come on, man. If you are going to work on it, please don't suggest any songs. Alright? Maybe that'll help. I don't know. I mean, how did Steve Brown get involved with Ace in the first place? Does Steve Brown have pictures of Ace Frehley with farm animals? I'd love to know, man. Because it just seems weird how this dude from Trickster, this, you know, what is it? Fucking 5 minutes of fame? Or 15 minutes? They had like a minor hit with the first album and then it just went away. And here he is, he's back and he's writing songs with Ace. That's legendary shit, you know. I'll hand it to Steve Brown, man, that you got, you got connections with Ace and you wrote a really crappy album with him. I hope you'd stop, man. But then again, fuck it. It's probably a payday for you. So you can make all the money and be happy and, just let me simmer. Wishing for days like Spaceman again. Bronx Boy, man. Mission to Mars. Those songs kick ass. Where 10,000 Volt sucked ass. I know a lot of people like the album. Hey, and that's cool, man. I don't. And I know a lot of people think like me. I've seen a lot of people online complain about it. Shit, even hate it more than I do. At least I can name 2 songs or 3 that I liked off it, but a lot of people out there don't like anything off it, so. Come on, Ace, get away from Steve Brown, man. Pay him off for those damn farm animal pictures. Whatever, Well, then again, you're going to need the money for gambling. Yeah, I got to give you a funny story. I'm not going to give away the guy's name. But I got a friend online who paid for a recent meet and greet with Ace Frehley. And he said that he was the last guy in line. That he was the last person Ace dealt with. So he came in, Ace was nice. He said he was nice to me. Signed my stuff, took a picture. And then right after he signed the stuff, he took a picture. He looked at his manager and said, "Come on, this is cutting into my gambling time." Because he was playing some casino or something. And this guy owes thousands, tens and thousands to the IRS. And he's got a gambling problem. And let me tell you something. That's horrible stuff, because I'm not going to name. I got somebody, a family member, very close person in my life that's got a serious gambling problem right now. And I wish there was a way I can help this person, man, but it's no different than crack, man, and whatever, man. These people just, I'll give you another example. My friend's mom lost everything. I've been to her house. She had a nice big house. She lost her house. She lost her car. She ended up moving to Jacksonville to get away from the Hollywood Hard Rock because she lost it all to gambling. And here's Ace owing the IRS a bunch of money saying, "Come on, it's time to go gamble." Whatever, man. That's a sickness. Hey, he may have quit drinking, but he's got a gambling problem, I think. Anyway, what do you all think? Leave it in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching the only news that matters. Hey, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And ring that little notification bell. I would totally appreciate that. And like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath. And smack 'em a gob.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so never more shall we see you again.